Alright, let's jump into this white rabbit look by sketching out where you want the teeth to go. And hold up, this is where I pause and tell you that I end up not liking the placement of the mouth and later wipe it off to lower it. So we will just skip this for now, but do sketch out where you want the mouth first. Just realize that this isn't where I'm keeping mine. So jumping back, I use a red lip liner to sketch out my teeth and any lines I want on my face. I used red specifically because this is the Red Queen's white rabbit, so I wanted some red on my face. Don't forget to draw a nose design that you'll end up changing later. Then I go over everything with my mouth with a white cream paint, also going down my neck some. I don't mind a splotchy white because we aren't looking for a sleek look. I like the texture. There's the right nose, and now I'm redrawing lines and mouth after having wiped it off. I found some sketches of cartoon rabbits and I'm following some lines from my inspiration pictures that I will highlight and shade later on. Ah yes, that non-sponsored Coke break to try and get rid of that migraine. I'm going back in with that same white cream paint to fill in my teeth. It will end up being brighter on the brush than on the sponge that I used to cover my face because of how concentrated it is. I'm just filling in between the lines. Then I'm taking black water activated paint to outline and fill it between my teeth. I'm also outlining all of my facial lines. Going back with that same white paint, I'm filling my nose and around my eye. You can see the difference between my eyes here. It looks so much better now. Then I'm taking a red eyeshadow to make my nose, eyelids, and cheeks red. Pink, sort of. I'm using it to set the white cream paint, but here's the thing. Red shadow on white paint turns pink. So just keep that in mind. I'm using some brown shadow to shade all of my lines so they aren't so one-dimensional. Definitely forgot to shade my teeth. I'm also going back in with some water to drag down the edges of the black water activated paint to encourage the blending. I wanted some harsh lines for cartoon effect, but not too harsh of lines. I'm also adding some dots on the upper lip. Where you shade, you must also highlight, so highlight the other edge of where you shaded with white paint for contrast. I decided I wanted my pink to be a bit more red since this is the Red Queen's white rabbit, so I went back in with a more pigmented red and put that on top of my pink in a patting motion. For a more theatrical look, I also added red shadow to the shadows on my face. And now we're in tube top mode. Feel around your bones for a rough sketch of where you want your bones to go. Make it as anatomically correct as you want. Mine are clearly not. I'm sketching out roughly where I want them, but before I get too confused about where they wrap around where and what's being painted white and what's being painted black, I'm just starting to paint the bones white. It was doing my head in. So, I'm using white water activated paint, clearly using too much water because it is now dripping. Just more paint to water ratio and you shouldn't have this problem. Now draw a white banana on your arm. Just kidding, you can draw an anatomically correct one. I just knew this wouldn't be seen super well later and I just wanted the illusion there was a bone there. Also, I had a migraine, so white banana bone it is. See? Coke. Told you I had a migraine. Also, hot tip, drink from a straw and you will not ruin your makeup. Now we're taking black water activated paint, and did it happen again? Why did it happen again? I'm seriously struggling today. Less water, more paint, it won't drip. So, taking black water activated paint, I am filling in everywhere between my white bone lines, my banana bones. Outlining first and filling in second helps a lot. I'm using brown shadow to shade my bones. I go back in with some red shadow on top of that to add coloring to match my face. Then I decided I wanted to paint my whole neck black, even though I have a neck piece as a part of my costume. So it's pretty splotchy, but I didn't want any skin color showing through on accident. Last minute touch of making those eyebrows red. And that's it. Red contacts, if you have them, costume, and you're done. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more content.